What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for jumping into another video. My name is Josh, and I am just your average Joe day trader. Hey, listen, if this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Consider hitting that subscribe button, hit the like button for me, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. So let's talk about the market today. You can see I am not in the office. I am not in my normal domain today. I am rolling on the highway back from some meetings down in Miami, Florida, and it is raining a little bit, so you may hear my wipers clicking back and forth. But on my way home, and wanted to give you an update about the market. I'm actually a little bit excited about the market today. A lot of things that I've been talking about the last several days have been running very strong, really well. And I wanted to share a few of those with you. I wanted to tell you specifically what am I looking at for tomorrow. I also wanted to warn you a little bit because even though the government is shut down, guess who gets up in front of the podium tomorrow? Fed Chair Jerome Powell. That guy. Here we go again, everybody. So every time he gets up behind the podium, there's always volatility. So be careful, be cautious, be ready. Anyway, a few things that I was going into today that I wanted to update you on real fast. One, you knew that I had purchased, and this is a very risky play, but I had purchased QBTX, which is the 2X long for QBTS. And I'm going to tell you, I had a little bit of a heart palpitation this morning because when I went to bed last night, I was up several $100s in profit. It was running very nicely. And then this morning when I woke up and I started looking at everything at about, I don't know, 5-ish in the morning, 5:30, it was still running strong. And I was like, oh man, this is incredible. This is exactly what I expected because of the pullback yesterday. I expected that QBTX along with QBTS were going to run really nicely, and they were. And then 6 o'clock in the morning hit. I come out of the shower. I look at my phone, and it was dumping. And I won't say dumping like dramatic dumping, but it dropped $30 a share. And I was like, you got to be kidding me right now. No, this can't happen because, see, the thing about a 2X, I like playing 2Xs because they run up like an elevator. But the only thing is, like I've said, they come down like an elevator. And it was coming down like an elevator. And I switched over to other stocks just like it. I went to Rigetti, same thing, dumping. I looked at a bunch of different quantum stocks, all dumping. I'm like, what is going on with the quantum stocks right now at 6 o'clock in the morning? Anyway, long story short, by 6:30, 6:45, by the time I was getting one foot in the left side of my pant leg and in the right side of the pant leg, it was already recovering and coming back up. And I did consider at one point, buy more. But at $300 a pop, I had 25 shares of it. I was in it well enough not to have to throw any more money at it and then spend potentially time chasing it because elevator up, elevator down. It ran up nice and green into the bell. And at 9:30, when it popped, when the bell rang, it did pop up. It went all the way to 380 something per share. I got out at about 360 something per share. Nice solid profit on it, but a very risky move. And literally when I was done, I texted the group in Discord and said, I sold out of my QBTX shares. I now can stop sweating for a minute. So good play. Very happy with it. The risk was worth the reward. A few other ones that I was playing in this morning. SLNH. Listen, I called that out in the Discord. Everybody said, hey, keep your eyes on SLNH. I got in SLNH at about $2.09 per share and rode it up to $2.50. I think I got out at $2.50 a share. It hit $2.60 a share. It came down to $2.50 a share, and then it turned around and ran in the reverse and went all the way back down. But then later in the afternoon, if I would have just stayed in it, which I didn't want to stay in it, see profit, take profit, I was up almost $280, stole the $280, moved on. But then when I went back to look at it a couple hours later, after it dropped all the way back down, it turned around and went back up, and now it was at $275, $280 a share. And hey, listen, no regret here, no fear of missing out. I got in, I got out, very happy. But the technicals on SLNH looked really good. And so the potential for that to keep going, it may have kept going. I haven't looked back at it since I got out of it, beginning of the morning. All right, a few other ones to take a look at that I think are really good now and I'll be looking at tomorrow. So first thing I'm going to tell you is I trade on a Webull account. When I do my videos and I'm showing you my support and resistance levels, I'm building box strategy. I'm showing you how I follow that strategy every day. All right. And if you're interested in seeing me do that, then we do a Sunday night live. We are working through the technical issues that we had last week to get the video equipment working properly, the computer working properly, the streaming properly connected to YouTube. And once we have it all ironed out, we're going to be doing these Sunday Night Lives every single week. The thing about the Sunday Night Live is I'm going to leave it open to all subscribers for the first few, the next few of them. And then I'm going to basically cause that to be a members only area where you're going to see me talking about the trades, answering questions in the chat, things like that. So keep that in mind. If you're interested in joining our membership, we have 2 tiers of membership, one for YouTube subscribers to get access to the Sunday Night Live, access to being able to ask me some questions about charting. You can send me a ticker and I'll chart it out and send it out to you, things like that. And then we have the elite group, and the elite group is basically you have all access to everything, including you get the invite to become part of the AJDT, the Average Joe Day Trader Discord. I'm going to tell you what, everybody, the AJDT Discord is awesome. Listen, we've got a group of great people in there, love to share their plays, talking about what they're looking at and what they're doing. I just adore the people that are in there so far, and we are building this community from the ground up. So get in now while you can, because chances are about 3 months or more from now, we're probably going to start looking at the pricing and start offering some different services, some live trading and things down the road. We're just not there yet. We're still working through a lot of technical difficulties, but the Discord itself is up and running 100%, and you can absolutely be in there and hear the plays, see what everyone's sharing, me talking about what I'm personally doing, and sharing a lot of technical stuff that I don't share on my YouTube videos. So keep that in mind and keep that as a consideration for yourself. What else happened today? Well, so I wanted to share with you about Webull. Well, Webull, that stock was doing phenomenal. A lot of people excited about Webull. I think at IPO went all the way to like $60. A lot of people are still in it at that $50, $60 range, bag holding it right now. It dropped down today to, I think, under $11. And I'm going to be totally transparent with you that I was watching Webull today basically for about an $8 drop. I thought somewhere between $8 and $9, maybe in the mid 9, it was going to continue to pull back to. And then when it did hit that and I saw it turn where it hits that level of support, I was going to buy in. But I didn't buy in. I had a lot of other pokers in the fire, other stocks that I was in and watching and working through. And so I didn't get into Webull. I didn't get into Bull. But I know a lot of people did jump into Bull. And I'm glad they did, because the one thing we did talk about looking at the charts and looking at the technicals was that if it had bounced at where it was in that high $10, $11 range, if it bounced, it was going to go back up to 12.20, I think is about the level of resistance we thought it would go to. And it did. The Discord group was texting me like crazy going, Josh, it's back up. It's exactly where we said it was going to get to, that 12.15, 12.20 range. And it needed to break that. I'm not sure if it did or didn't. I'm going to put it up on the screen so you can see where did we end the day, but a good one. And the thing about Webull is I feel confident, not financial advice, but I feel confident that Webull is absolutely $20, $22 stock. It's just got to get there. I think that they're playing with it in the market right now, and we need to get through some of the noise, some of the volatility, and absolutely it'll get back to over $20 a share. So take a look at it, do your own due diligence, do some charting on it, understand your levels. I can never express that enough. You've got to educate yourself on the stocks you like to trade, but it's a really good one you absolutely should be looking at. 2 other ones I wanted to share with you. So Rocket Labs is not one I've talked about on the channel, but I have talked about it individually with certain members. And Rocket Labs had formed an incredible cup and handle formation, a cup and handle pattern. And at the point that it consolidated in the handle, it was about $48 to $51 per share. Well, if you look at it today, it hit $68. So the handle, coming out of the breakout of the handle, it was a perfect setup. And guess what I did? I missed my entry on it. I never got into it. And now I'm not sure where to get in it, because coming off the handle, it's really strong. The charts and everything look really good on Rocket Lab. So take a look at that one. The other one that was a huge surprise today was IREN. IREN was flying to the moon today. Take a look at that one. Very good stock. It's not an average Joe day trader best day trade stock. It was pulled off the list for October, but still a great company, great opportunity to make some good money. The other one that did rocket like a moon today was ONDS. ONDS was on fire today. I did ride ONDS up today. And if I remember the numbers correctly, I want to say I got in somewhere around $11.20, $11.30, and it was unbelievably up. And that may be wrong. It might be 10 or 10 something up to 11 something. I can't remember right now while I'm driving, and I don't want to look at it while I'm driving. But take a look at that one. It had a super awesome run today. And then the last one I want to share with you was Tesla. All right. I literally had been just saying, please turn it around, Tesla. I'm in TSLQ, which runs with Tesla up, and I got into it. And the last I looked at it this morning, I was down about $700-800. Not a big deal. Wasn't stressing about that. But when the market opened, Tesla plummeted. I was down before I knew it. I was down $1,400, and I was like, wow, Tesla dumped. And the weirdest thing is, it had what you would say is sort of good news, except for the fact that people were not happy that this more affordable Tesla, this more reasonably priced Tesla, was not really that much cheaper than a regular Tesla. You can get one with the bells and whistles for not much more than the stripped down Model Y or Model 3 that they just released. So anyway, a lot going in the market today, but Tesla did turn around with it. The SPY was going up, so was Tesla going up, so was my TSLQ going up. And I think when I last looked at it, right before I got in the car, I was only down $300-something. And again, I'm going to let that one continue to run. So instead of it being a day trade, waiting for it tomorrow, and we'll see how it performs. But as long as Tesla continues back on its upward trend, which I believe it will, because you had a awesome, strong bull momentum on it, then I'll be totally fine. I'll be in profit tomorrow, and I'm very excited to see how that goes. Unless my buddy Jerome Powell messes it all up for me. Don't mess it all up for me, Jerome Powell. Please, if you can hear me, don't mess up the market. The other one I wanted to throw out, and this is very quick because I'm talking about Jerome Powell, is just I want you to think about this. RKT, which is Rocket Mortgage. I think there's a great opportunity to play Rocket Mortgage, RKT, not Rocket Lab. RKT is going to, I believe, have a very strong benefit and really well, because with the rate cut, people now want to buy a home at a lower mortgage rate, right? It's cheaper to get money for your mortgage. So I believe that potentially Rocket, RKT, will benefit from potentially, more home sales. And I'm very excited about that because I am looking at RKT. Anyway, great day today for every one of us in the market. If you played it right, I hope you did not have any concerns or issues today. If you made money, drop me a comment. Let me know, what did you make money on? How did you do? And consider joining the membership so you can become part of the AJDT family, so we can get you not just a little bit better access to seeing all of the plays and the things that I'm talking about, but also get involved and be part of our Discord group. Listen, I will be honest with you, the Discord is going to be blowing up, and this is a great entry-level opportunity to get in before we consider raising prices. So hit that subscribe button for me, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for being here. Very excited to see what the market does through the rest of the night tonight into the morning, early hours to the market bell. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. Josh out. Peace.